I don't love my 8-year-old son. I regret having a child. Goodness gracious. Check the B rates. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tay Filet. I'm Tay, and today we are going to be going over Reddit confessions. Some of these are probably pretty out there. I haven't read any of them. I've only read what the title has said. I've only read the title. We're going into this completely blind. This is probably a bad idea. Let's see the crazy stuff people have confessed to on Reddit. All right, tap in with me. Let's read these off and let's try to give them the best advice we can. Let's go. Number 1. I accidentally flashed my entire apartment complex and now I'm a hermit. This happened 3 days ago and I'm still dying inside. Picture this. I'm 28, just got home from a soul-crushing day at the office, sweat-soaked shirt, clinging like a bad hug. I hop in the shower, blast some hot water that smells faintly of rusty pipes. Think you need to get some plumbing action going on there. And emerge feeling semi-human, wrapped in a ratty old towel. This is a very descriptive confession. The one that's frayed at the edges and barely holds together. I step out onto my balcony for a quick smoke. It's dusk. City lights flickering on. Cold breeze whispering through the building.
Bro, just get to the point.
I get you trying to set the scene, but this is setting the scene. You know what I'm saying? This is really getting at it. My apartment's on the 5th floor facing a bunch of others, but who's gonna notice at this hour, right? I'm leaning on the railing, inhaling that sharp tobacco burn, mind wandering to nothing. Then a gust of wind hits, not a gentle one, oh no, a full-on slap from Mother Nature. My towel, it decides to yeet itself off like it's auditioning for a magic show. Suddenly, I'm standing there butt naked, junk flapping in the breeze, heart pounding like a drum solo, panic mode. Oh, read that wrong. Heart pounding like a drum solo. Heart pounding like a drum solo. Panic mode, oh shit, grab it, but it's already sailing down like a sad parachute. That's when I hear the gasps across the way. You can tell I wasn't very good at popcorn reading. That's when I hear the gasp across the way. My hot neighbor lady, mid-30s, always waves politely, is on her balcony watering plants. Our eyes lock, hers wide as saucers, mine's probably screaming, "End me now." She drops her water can with a clatter, water splashing everywhere, and yelps, "Oh my god." Face burning hotter than the sun. I bolt inside, slamming the door so hard the frame rattles. Tripped over my coffee table, stubbed my toe, pure agony. Now, balcony privileges revoked forever. Considered tinting my windows or straight up moving to Antarctica. Send help. Let's digest what just happened here, okay? One, I get the vibe, right? You're hard day, get in the shower, like, I need to relax, right? You're gonna let me go outside and get a puff going, right? So you step out onto your balcony in the towel. This is where I have the problem. So what made you be like, let me just step out into the open? You know what I'm saying? Even my brain is going, the possibility of my towel falling off is probably, it's bound to happen. It's 99% going to happen. So my anxiety wouldn't even allow me to go outside with the towel on, right? But brother's bold enough to go out there with a towel on, leaning over the rail, puffing the smoke. How strong, by the way, obviously it wasn't strong enough, is your towel rolling ability? Like, how are you keeping the towel around the waisticles, right? Because I struggle with putting my towel on, wrapping it up, and trying to keep it on my waist. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you were comfortable enough going out there with the towel on your waist anyways, beyond me, brother. But I digress. Was it windy when you got out there? I mean, was the wind just blowing and you were like, whatever, all I got is a towel, that's all I need, man. My napkin's gonna hold up. Because you said it was ripped to shreds. This is a tattered towel. You might as well just put on a wet tissue. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you just the wind took it, right? And then now your neighbor's seeing your junk, your hot neighbor at that. That's not the neighbor you want to see it. You want Greta downstairs, 90-year-old, to see not the hot, you know what I'm saying? So your chances with your neighbor is pretty cooked. Just hang that up. Don't even look at it. Other than that, why would we go out with our towel on? You know what I'm saying? Yes, I think your balcony privileges should be revoked. You shouldn't be on your balcony in a towel anyway. So maybe just throw on a pair of shorts next time. You know what I'm saying? Free ball it. But a towel is very risky. Next, I am a woman who has tried the grapefruit technique on a man. I haven't heard about the grapefruit technique since I was just getting into high school, bro. This was like peak comedy when I was a kid. Okay? I don't know how many of you guys have heard of the grapefruit technique, but there's a good description of it online. Basically, you take a grapefruit, warm it up, cut off both ends, and then make the hole through the center of the flesh of the fruit. Just wide enough for, you know what? This is another descriptive one. If a man puts his, you know what, in the hole, he apparently feels exactly like, okay? The technique is then to put his, right, through the hole and up and down, right? While simultaneously, I shouldn't do that, that's crazy. Simultaneously slurping them off. To the guy, it feels like he's in a vagina and getting sucked at the same time. Guys always love it and are always surprised how much they love it. Let's talk about this. One, let's give you your award. Let's give you your flowers. Because a lot of women aren't willing to do certain things because they think it's weird. And I think that that's really cool that you are willing to try something different to please your man. Now, I am scared because I think I might be allergic to citrus. Now, would I try this? I am no stranger. I am no stranger. Grapefruit, does it sound like it might burn in the yee hole? In the yee hole? Maybe. But she seems experienced and she doesn't seem like that's a side effect. So another one, good on her. The fact that she also remembered this technique and replayed it for future reference, she was ahead of her time back then. Maybe it wasn't her memory, right? I feel like this probably isn't a thing a woman would bring up. But the fact that she did it, come on, you gotta give her props. You gotta give flowers where flowers are due, and I'm giving flowers, right? I just thought that was crazy because I saw that and I was like, dude, I haven't thought about that technique in 30 years. I'm not even 30. Next one. I genuinely no longer enjoy anything. This one's rough. I don't see how there's not one thing in your life that you enjoy, but let's try to deduce this for this man, okay? For the past few years, I've worked a lot, and the only thing I'd get excited about was going out on weekends. But recently, any ounce of excitement or pleasure I derive from that is gone. I have bad OCD and ADHD, so I've leaned into alcoholism. You never go that route. You don't lean. You may be nuts, you don't lean. A way to help quiet my mind and help me relax. I don't understand because I have hobbies and things that I like, but everything feels like a task. I completed dry January and focused on school. What is dry January? And focused on school, but the past few months prior, I've been feeling this way. I've become too aware. I'm relying on this for a form of escapism. I always drink so heavily, attempting to dumb myself down enough to try and feel a little happy, at least numb. Or at least numb. That's not good. You don't want to drink until you're numb. That's when you start not caring about other things, right? Like, I feel like once you start drinking to the point where you're numb, life becomes dreadful. Now, the only thing you want to do is get home, drink, and feel numb because that's the only time you feel something, and that's bad. I've been there. Don't do it. It's terrible for your kidneys. Literally, nothing makes me happy. I now realized how much I hate my life with or without it. There's no escaping that reality because despite all the positive changes I make, it unfortunately does nothing. All the blessings that I do have in my life just bring me guilt because I'm unable to feel anything else. It's reached a point where I can't even experience a brief moment of pleasure, no matter what it is I'm doing. If I'm at work, out with friends, or bed rotting, the only thing I can think is I can't wait for this to be over. If BetterHelp wants to sponsor the show, this will be a great moment. A great moment. Because men's mental health is so important. because I feel like I've been there too, right? When I was in my early 20s, I kind of felt like I wasn't doing enough. And everything I did felt like I was performing, and it didn't feel like I was actually getting something done. I felt like I was just making it look like I was getting something done for the outside people, you know what I'm saying, looking in. And then I would come home after work and I would drink, right? I would come home after work, get in my bed, and I would drink Luna Azul tequila, bro. Just hold the bottle all night and throw on anime. But he's a little bit different than me. He doesn't experience happiness, no matter what, excitement, pleasure from anything in life. That's the tough part. I am not a therapist, brother, by any means necessary. There's got to be something out there that you enjoy, right? And you said you like to do things, but I feel like the enjoyment of things is different. There's always a negative side effect of things, right? He says he has hobbies too, but that's what I mean. I feel like there's always a downside to doing things, and if you don't have the motivation or the effort to put into doing those things, then everything's gonna feel like a chore. Everything's gonna feel like a task, right? So I hope for this man's sake that he doesn't feel like it's all gonna end or he wants it all to be over. We hope that nothing but the best for you, brother. But I genuinely hope that you find something that makes you happy and that you enjoy, because life has more to it than just the basic, you know what I'm saying, 9 to 5 or coming home and hanging out with friends, you know what I mean? There's something out there for everyone, you know? And I feel like you gotta find it. You gotta put in the effort to look for it. You gotta want to, you know? Oh my God, now we gotta look up what dry January means. I had no clue what dry January, I've never heard of that. I've heard of the No Nut November, but I don't know what dry January is, brother. Dry January is a public health initiative and popular wellness trend where participants abstain from consuming alcohol for the entire month of January. It aims to help people break unhealthy habits, reduce alcohol consumption, save money, and improve physical and mental health. Okay. He's trying, right? He's trying to participate in things like, and that's rough. That's when I say, hey, I'm not a therapist and I can't tell you exactly how to fix your problems or what you should be doing to fix your problems, but I am going to give my 2 cents and say that it does get better. There are better things in life. You just have to search for them and you have to find them. And maybe it's finding a partner. Maybe it's finding someone else to help you find those things. You know what I mean? It could be that, you know, he's missing out on a relationship. You know, yeah, he's got friends, but someone to connect with on a deeper level brings meaning to life. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I hope you're doing well though. All wellness, promise. All wellness, all wellness, all wellness. This one right here blew my mind when I read the title. And you're not gonna believe the title when I read it to you either. But lock in, put your seatbelt on. I don't love my 8-year-old son. I regret having a child. Let's read. When I first had my son, I was 20 and didn't expect a pregnancy. I thought it would be amazing and I was excited to be a mother and raise my son. I thought having kids was a sunshine and rainbows and never expected my own child would physically abuse me. Now, we're already gonna stop there. The fact that you assume that your child would never hit you, especially after, I don't even know if you've done your research, but hearing about terrible twos. I mean, there's videos online of babies just slapping parents. I mean, there's mad videos of it.
Give mommy kisses.
I feel like you were at 20, sure, you're gonna be like very ill-advised. You know what I mean? You're not gonna know right from left, especially when it comes to children. But 20 is still an adult, and a little bit of research goes a long way. 100%. Our relationship ended, but we do co-parent, and my husband is also a role in his life. It started from a young age, biting, hair pulling, grabbing that felt normal at his age, but it never stopped. He has thrown a hairbrush at my face. Ooh, yeah, babies will do that. Hit my face and back of my head with his iPad. They will do that. Bit me hard, scratched me, yanked my hair. Sometimes I'll just be sitting and relaxing and he comes over just to kick me and try to strangle me. I'm not saying this sounds like a kid who's looking for attention, but it sounds like a kid who's screaming for attention. Screaming, kicking, biting, punching, slapping for attention. So fed up. I don't know what caused his aggression. I've never laid a hand on him neither. as his father, we try not to yell. We've been to multiple therapists and do everything and so much research. It's good that you're putting in the effort. The father told me he has none of these behaviors and is an angel with him, and he's never gotten into trouble at school or friends' house. He only behaves like this to me, and I have no idea why. I don't do anything to him. That's probably the problem. Not that you don't do anything to him, it's probably you don't do enough with him. He's probably looking for something to do to occupy his time. If you're just giving your kid an iPad, then they get no attention from you. You know what I mean? Not saying that you're a bad mom or anything like that. Because, sometimes my kid, he gets a little rowdy and he needs some Miss Rachel, so we throw it on the old TV there. Maybe if we're out in public and he's crying a little too hard and we can't do anything about it at the moment, we throw on some Miss Rachel on our phone. But there does come to a point where you need to be like talking to your kid all the time, entertaining them, making faces, Google gaga gigi, I love you. You know what I mean? There's things you gotta do to keep kids entertained. And if you're not doing that, then that kid's gonna look for any other way to get your attention. So hey, I dread coming home from work. I dread having to spend time with him. The worst part is I can't tell anyone because they will say he's just a kid and it's not his fault, or make me seem like a horrible person. It's like I'm not a person and I just have to take it. You do. There's consequences to actions. You lay down in that bed, this is your consequence of having your kid. You gotta put in the effort to be a parent once you became a parent. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why people think that being a parent is hunky-dory, A-okay. Bro, when I became a parent, I thought it was gonna be the same way. I thought it was gonna be light work. No. Do you know how much sleep I lost? Do you know how many bottles I went through? Do you know how many times I had to wake up 10 minutes before my alarm? 5 minutes before my alarm? 1 minute before my alarm? My son bites me too. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and he'll just put his whole mouth on my arm. And he's only got 2 teeth at the bottom where he just scrapes here. And his top teeth are like grippers. He's just got gum, so it just holds down anything on it. It's the worst. But I love him. I love my boy. I don't care. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I feel miserable and horribly depressed. I'm scared for the future. What if he gets older and can overpower me? He has once poked my eye so hard it was swollen for days and red. He has yanked my eyelashes. I'm scared of him. I have tried to love him, but I can't. I know I sound awful for saying that, but I just can't take it. I want to abandon him sometimes. I was giving you a pass, but now you sound awful. Just because you have a difficult child, you want to abandon him? Now you sound like a bad person. You want to abandon your child, the child you chose to have? Crazy word, brother. When I prepare food, he throws it at me or on the floor. He has peed on my bed and my clothes on purpose, destroyed my things, dropped my phone in the toilet, and tried flushing. Wow. Dude, the more I read, the more I'm like, dude, okay, maybe she's not tripping. Maybe she's just got a demon for a child. I don't know. Like, what child intentionally pees on his mom's clothes, pees on his mom's bed, drops her phone in the toilet and tries to flush it? This kid's evil, man. I'm so flippy floppy. I don't know what side to be on. I've tried grounding. I've done everything professionals have suggested, and he just won't stop. I'm stuck with this forever. I can't escape this hell. My marriage is suffering because my son causes me so much mental distress, and I don't feel safe in my own home. I hate my son. Okay, that's a hard way to end it. Each word is crazy. I think you do have a behavior child for sure. Dude, he's acting out for some reason, and the fact that the father says that this doesn't happen at his house, there's gotta be something happening at your house that makes him do these things, right? It's like, okay, are we giving him enough attention? What's the stepfather doing? Is he being abusive? Is there things that he doesn't know how to communicate, so he lashes out? You know what I mean? I feel like there's gotta be something. There's gotta be something you can deduce it down to before you're just like, I hate my kid. He's just the fucking worst. You know what I mean? I feel like she's going really far because she's getting beat up by her kid, and the fact that I don't, like I said, I don't know her build, and I don't know, what she looks like or who she is. But if you're getting beat up this bad by an 8-year-old, maybe one of these. You know what I'm saying? Just straight to ass. Just shit the fuck. you decide to pick up another iPad and touch me with it? Maybe he just needs one of these. Get a leather one. Put it out in the living room, right? Wherever y'all hang out at, so he has a constant reminder. If he wants to act up, just wait for him. I dare you. Mess up once. Because there can only be so many times you tell a kid, hey, don't do that. Stop doing that. Obviously, you can tell how I was raised. And I'm a great kid. I'm a wonderful guy. Very pleasant, very polite. You know what I'm saying? My mother raised me right along with a leather person next to her. You know what I'm saying? A leather sling. Some people learn the rough way. Some people don't learn that soft way. And I was one of those kids who didn't learn the soft way. You told me not to do it and made me want to do it even more. And it sounds like you have a very, very, very bad hard-headed child. And a belt. It'll fix a lot of things. I think it'll do. Just test the waters. Next time he act up, for pound! Tear that leg up, man. One or two good times. You know what I'm saying? Guys, that was confessions. Those were just a couple I found off of Reddit. Wow. Right? Some of these baffling. Some of these kind of crazy. Some of these got a little deep. Some of these got a little deep in convo. Which, you know, not strange. But if you do like these, please let me know in the comment section. Please let me know by liking, commenting, subscribing, all that good jazz. That helps us understand what I need to be doing better as a content creator. That helps me contour my content, catering towards you guys, and not just out here willy-nilly. So let me know if you guys like these or not. Let me know if you want a part 2. This is part 1. I'm gonna do a series no matter what. I liked it. I liked reading them. These were fun. I liked giving my opinion, even though you should not take my opinion with it. You should, if you do take it with the biggest grain of salt. I'm just saying. You know, but don't listen to me type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Take it with a grain of salt for sure. Also, if you're looking to get your content, or if you're looking to get your products promoted on a platform, no, I am not a large platform, but if you still wanted to send in your information, if you wanted to send us a product to review, if you wanted to have an ad in these YouTube videos, we're going to try and bang out a YouTube video once a week. I want to get them out every Friday. But if you want to get your product placed on here and you wanted an ad for your product, let me know at ltaijon@yahoo.com. That is how you are going to get in contact with me, and that's how we will get your ad placed in this video. We are looking for sponsors. We are looking for someone to place their products in our videos, and we want to help out anybody we can. Help me help you. We'll see you in the next video, baby.